Namaste. My name is Jagdish and I'm a learning consultant. When I say I'm a learning consultant, I help people and organizations move from where they are to where they want to reach. I call the position where they are as A and the position they want to reach as B. I cause learning in order to make this transition from A to B as efficient as possible. Learning is all about being as efficient as possible in whatever we want to attain, in really what really matters to us. So, as a learning consultant, I help organizations and institutions and also human beings attain what really matters to them, to really transform an area of life that really matters to them. As part of these conversations, I am going to talk about learning as education, learning and education. So, I'm holding 20 conversations, each of 4 to 5 minutes in duration, on education and learning. These conversations would be very meaningful for people who deal with education itself. When I say education, it can mean informal ways of education in which individuals keep on evolving. It can also mean formal ways of education like schools, colleges, universities, and institutions. And it also can mean people who are actually causing this kind of education to happen, which means parents, teachers, school leadership, and management. So these 20 conversations, which will range between 4 to 5 minutes each, will focus on several aspects of learning. And this is the first of the conversation, which is the introduction to the whole conversation that we are going to hold. And each of these conversations is an independent episode which will be adding value in terms of what really education is about by itself. And also, all these 20 conversations are interrelated, and exposure to all these things will give you an understanding of how education and learning can really happen. So, each episode is 4 minutes to 5 minutes. And if you listen to all these 20 conversations, it will range between 80 to 100 minutes. A time that's really necessary in order to make the kind of difference that we want to cause for our own lives and also in the lives of those who really matter to us. So these 20 conversations, each of them 4 to 5 minutes, I think are very precise for the modern age for two reasons. Modern age is an age where we lack time. We don't have enough time. So to make any conversation precise, to the point, and as short as possible is very important. Number two, we are constantly flooded by a lot of messages and information through WhatsApp and Facebook. In order to keep our communication crisp is a very, very important aspect of really making a difference to somebody who is participating in such conversations. So that's the reason why it has been designed between 4 to 5 minutes. Now, what are we going to talk about? Let me give you an introduction about the kind of conversations that will happen. Any problem in human life or any crisis in human life or any enterprise can be handled in two ways. Number one is the method which we call as commonsensical, and the second which we can call as classical. To give you an analogy, the way I use my money, personal money, in purchasing a few things depends on my common sense. It depends on what I want, what is really valuable to me, what will add value to me and my family. That is quite commonsensical. I certainly will not buy 1000 rupees worth of bananas for my family per week. So this is commonsensical. Commonsensical notions are enough to handle my personal money. Whereas, in order to understand the economy of a nation, the complex economy of a country, commonsensical understanding of economy and finance and accounts are not enough. What is required is the understanding of the classical economics itself. So in education and learning also, probably we have some commonsensical notions about how children learn, what children love, what is important for them, what society needs, etc. And also certain aspects about how cognitive evolution happens. These commonsensical notions are visible in the form of the kind of exercises we keep giving our children. Write more so that you understand more. Spellings can be corrected by making the children write a proper spelling 5 or 6 times. Mathematics is only learned by practice. All such things. We are not going to ignore them, they are important, but we are going to focus on classical aspects of learning itself. So be with me for the next 20 conversations. Thank you so much. Jagdish here for you.